What's up guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're covering two heavy hitters in the golf technology market in the Garmin R10 versus the Garmin G80. So these are two of the highest rated golf gadgets on the market right now, and in this video we're going to look at our first impressions and overviews of each device, their key features, pros and cons, other devices we're considering, and which one we recommend buying and for who. As always, thanks for watching the video, and if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe. So both of these devices are extremely exciting, and the R10 couples a portable launch monitor with a golf simulator. It's similar to the Mevo Plus, except the Mevo Plus costs $2,000 and the R10 costs $600. It's a simple device that comes with a stand. It sits 6 feet behind you when you're playing at home, indoors or on the range, and you can play 42,000 courses with the simulator, or you can couple it with some professional golf software, which is a bit better with the E6. The G80 covers less stats than the R10, but it also couples as a golf GPS device. So it's like an S62 and a portable launch monitor in one, and it comes for an unbelievable price of $500. So it's carried like a mobile phone, and it sits next to you, about 2 feet next to you. It sits on a ball, and that's its stand, and it measures your vital stats for your golf shots. So the Garmin R10 might be the greatest golf device that's ever been created. It combines your launch monitor and simulator in one device. It pairs with your smartphone to show all the stats of your shots or even recordings of your swings. It comes with a stand that clips magnetically to the device. It sits 6 feet behind you as you take your shot, and it uses a Doppler radar to get accurate stats on things like your club speed, ball speed, carry distance with and without roll, and also your back and your side spin, which are calculated using an algorithm. So the simulator part, it comes with the Garmin Home Tee Heroes, where you can play any of the 42,000 Garmin courses in a fun, cartoony kind of simulator, but it is also able to connect easily to the E6 software, which is a much more professional golf simulator. It's got awesome battery life of 10 hours, and it's awesome because this isn't a GPS device. You don't have to take it on your round when you're playing for 5 hours. So this is practically never going to go dead when you're in the range for maybe 1 or 2 hours a day. You might get 5 uses out of it. It will record a video of every shot you hit, and you can actually watch your swing back then on your mobile phone, and it's also going to track the stats of all the shots you've hit, so you can see your dispersion rates and stats with every club through the Garmin Golf app. The closest competition to this device would be the Mevo Plus, which offers very similar performance, but it costs $2,000 and this only costs $600, and it's also giving you very competitive performance with the likes of the GC Quad, the SkyTrack and the TrackMan, which cost upwards of $20,000. The G80 also represents a device that's incredibly innovative. This can do it all for you, launch monitor and GPS device. So while the R10 gives you the launch monitor and the simulator, the Garmin G80 is going to give you that launch monitor, but you can also take it out on the course. It's got 42,000 courses, and you can see pretty much everything on an awesome color touchscreen, which is 3.5 inches. So it's about the same size as a phone. You've got slope adjusted distances to the green. It's a Doppler launch monitor, which means it bounces waves off the ball, and when they come back, the difference between the stats gives you the stats that you see on the screen. So you've got an estimated carry distance, which we find accurate to within 5 to 10 yards. Garmin say 5, we found it to be 10 at times. You get your club head speed, ball speed, smash factor and swing tempo. So you don't get as much stats as with the R10, but you know, these are devices that do different functions, so you're going to get a lot of emphasis on the GPS device. So the launch monitor and the GPS device, they offer award-winning performance, so they're both really competitive with devices that cost a lot more money. And the 10-hour battery life in GPS mode isn't as amazing in the Garmin G80, because when you're carrying it around with you on a round, you're not going to be able to charge it, but you are going to get 2 full rounds, which is still quite good. So pros of the R10, we really like the stand with the magnetic clip. And we really like how small and lightweight this device is for the power and performance that it provides. You get tons of stats, including your back and side spin, and these rates are calculated by an algorithm which can be improved as Garmin gets more data. It's incredibly accurate in comparison with the more expensive devices around, and you get that excellent battery life because you don't have to carry it around like a GPS device on the course when you're playing your rounds. And it can bring family fun to the whole family, online or offline modes available to play with the simulator. Cons: there's no putting involved. You don't get a warning that the battery is about to die, and it can miss some shots if you're taking practice swings. It won't be able to differentiate, and the accuracy can be a little bit off if you're indoors and the device is not getting a proper look at your swing and the ball. So the pros and cons of the G80, and this device can do everything. You know, it's a launch monitor and a GPS device, so you can get everything you need from a launch monitor and you don't have to buy a watch. So with the R10, you probably need to get like a golf GPS watch as well as the R10. With this, it can pretty much do everything for you, unless you want to buy a separate golf simulator. You can play rounds, but you're not going to get the simulation aspect of that. And the GPS device and launch monitor, as we say, they're both very competitive in terms of what they do. The GPS device gives slope, has 42,000 courses. You can play them virtually with no simulator, and it's got a good battery life. The color touchscreen is really good, and like the whole overview mode on the GPS device, so you can get the distance to any point on the course and then the remaining distance to the green from that point, which is one of the key features I always look for. And you get free access to the Garmin Golf app with this. A little bit more expensive at $500, but for what you get, it's unbelievable. Carrying this and your phone in your pocket at the same time can be a little bit bulky. The touchscreen can take a little while to get used to with all the navigation, and the unit can overheat if used too much, especially in hot temperatures. And Garmin, as always, have their proprietary batteries, so you'll need to replace the unit if it does break after a couple of years. Other devices we're considering, and we really like the Garmin S62 Golf Smartwatch. It's the king of the premium watches with unbelievable features. It's got a 1.2-inch touchscreen. It's got caddy mode. You've got full hole overview mode. You can get your distance to any point on the course, and then the remaining distance that's going to be left to the pin. And you've got tons of other features like Garmin Pay. There's Gorilla Glass as standard, and it's got a 15-hour GPS battery life. Excellent screens, looks excellent. You can change the look and feel anytime you want, and it comes in at about $500 as well. So the Mevo Plus is very similar to the R10, except it costs 4 times as much. Similar in terms of performance, features and accuracy. It's a device worth considering if you don't want to go with the R10, but we think that the R10 has actually beaten the Mevo Plus out of the park in terms of the very similar performance. The Garmin R10 is probably a little bit better, and it costs a lot less too. So that's it for our video today, and both of these devices are incredible. You wouldn't need to buy both of them. So the R10, if you want to play rounds at home and you want to have a simulator in your house for $600, go with the R10. If you want the launch monitor but you want the GPS device on the course, you play a lot more rounds than you would play at home, go with the G80. Both incredible devices, awesome value. That's it for our video today. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.